Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on my channel here. Now in today's video guys, I'm going to be bringing you a really solid run defense you can run in Madden NFL 21 to stop the popular plays such as I-form close, stretch out of Singleback Deuce Close. Basically all the popular plays you could stop with this run defense. I'm going to be going over multiple different runs that you could stop with this, and I'm going to be breaking down each one to show you basically how it works. Now quickly before we get into the video guys, want to follow me on Twitter, link is down below. Also, if you want to check out my two most recent videos, they're going to be in the top right of your screen right now. And then guys, let's go ahead, let's get into it. Okay guys, so here we go. So first we are going to be setting up here the coaching adjustments as well as your packages you're going to come out in, basically just the pre-play stuff. Now what we're going to do here in coaching adjustments, honestly, I just leave what I have. I just do play ball. My flats are on 5, my curl flats are on 20. I don't touch like strip ball, tackling, that kind of thing. Really, I mean, I don't really touch that stuff. Now let's move on here. So I'm currently running the 4.6 playbook, and what's actually really good about 4.6 is that you can come out in this speed package right here. Now it's only out of 4.6 normal. We're going to be going over 4.6 bear right here, but essentially out of 4.6 normal, basically there's this speed package. What it does here is I'm going to show you in this spot and in this spot, it actually subs in corners as opposed to linebackers. So as you can see, if we just come out in a normal package, this is what it looks like. However, when we come out in the speed package and I go into the 4.6 normal, I press X and I press R1, as you can see, there are two corners now in that spot. And that's actually really clutch here, because what we could do, I think, is we could play these guys on the defensive line here. So I think I can play, let's see. Can I play TJ Watt? I cannot play TJ Watt on the defensive line. That, that sucks. But, I mean, what are you going to do? But, here we go. The Steelers are actually a pretty good team to use this with. So, they're not too bad at all. I honestly don't even know where TJ Watt is on this play. But essentially, we're going to be coming out here in 4.6 normal. You can really pick any play here. I like to pick cover 3 because for the run defense, it is going to be out of 4.6 bear, the cover 3 play right here. And it's honestly a super simple setup, and it's all going to rely on your user. That's probably going to be the biggest part, but also you will get some support here. Now, there's no cover 4. If there was a cover 4, I would recommend you go out of this, because cover 4 does have pretty good run fits in this game. But because there is none, we're just going to come out in cover 3. So now guys, let's move into the actual setup for this defense. Okay guys, so here we go. So we're coming out. The first run we're going to test against this defense is going to be the Singleback Deuce Close stretch play. This is one of the most popular plays in the game because of the way it's set up. You have 2 tight ends and 2 receivers on each side, so you're going to get pretty good blocking on both sides. So now the setup we're going to do here, all we're going to do, we're just going to press, which could be triangle down the left stick. Then we are going to go and we're going to slant the D-line inside, which would be left D-pad down the right stick. And that is literally it. And I'm just going to show you guys that if you have a pretty good user, you're going to be able to shut down basically any run in this game because of being able to shoot the gap. So I'm going to show you what that is. So first we're going to run to the left here. We're going to run this play. And as you can see, I'm able to shoot that gap and I drop him for a loss of like 2 or 3 yards. And that's Darrell Henderson too. So we're going to go over this in the instant replay, and we're going to be really focusing on this left side of the line right here. So as you can see, we're just going to go. That line right there opens up. Number 73 right here, he does not pick up any blockers, and he doesn't actually pick me up when I shoot that gap, and we have a lot of space to go through. Now, what I would recommend is instead of trying to make the tackle yourself or going for a hit stick, I'd recommend you click off. Now, how you do that, all you got to do, you're just going to press O right before you make the tackle. And what that's going to do is it's going to make the CPU make the tackle, and it makes it a lot easier for you because let's be honest here, your stick skills are not always going to be your best friend sometimes, and it's Madden. What are you going to do? But as you can see, we were able to easily shoot that gap right here and get a very easy loss of yards right there. That's actually a loss, I think, 4 yards, which is really, really good. Now, I'm going to show you as well on the stretch to the right that this works just the same here. So now it's to the right side. I'll just show you with the play art. As you can see, it's stretched to the right. And we're going to be using Minkah Fitzpatrick. He's really good. Honestly, if you use a pretty fast safety, this is literally all you have to do. But what I did again was just press and slant inside. And I'm just going to bring my guy about right here. Now, also what you could do as well is you could blitz. Now, how to put your guy in a blitz here is you can either press X, you can do the click on method and flick the right stick down, or you could go and just double tap triangle, press the icon and flick the right stick down. So I'm just gonna do the click on method, considering I already have him right here. So here we go, and I'm just gonna show you. So as you can see right here, I did get kind of a late jump, but we are able to shoot that gap, and we already had guys over there. And as you can see, it's a loss of 2 yards. It's honestly really simple. And I'm actually not even coming out in 4-6 normal. Okay, so I actually missed a really important step here. So we're actually going to back out right now. And yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to come out. What you're going to do, you're going to come out in 4-6 normal just to cover 3. And we're going to come out in Singleback Deuce Close. And then right when the play is called, you're going to quickly audible into 4-6 bear. You're going to press R1. That's the audible. So now you're going to have cornerbacks on the field. And then just the same setup. You're just going to press and then slant inside as well. Now, what I like about the speed package is that not only does it implement corners at linebackers, and obviously it tells them the name, it gives you more speed, but it also allows for, I think, more gaps to open up, which is going to be really huge for you, but I'm just going to show you here that even with the speed package, it really doesn't matter, as you can see. Now, we were not able to shoot that gap. Sometimes you will get picked up, and that is going to be, sometimes that's going to happen, but, you know, most of the time, it does work very, very well. So here we go. Once again, we're just going to audible into a cover 3, and as you can see, I'm just going to blitz my player right here, my user. And I did not really react well right there, but as you can see, I mean, he just lost about 2 yards on that play. So now, guys, we're going to move on to another popular run, which is going to be the I-form close stretch and also the inside run. All right, guys, so here we go. Now we're coming out here in I-form close. So the same thing here. We're going to audible into 4-6 bear. We're going to press, and we're going to slant inside. So now we're going to just going to run it to the right, and I'm going to show you right here. So I'm just going to blitz, and here we go. And as you can see, we're able to shoot that gap. Now, unfortunately, I was not able to get to him. I was very hesitant to press square right there, just, you know, worrying I missed the tackle. But luckily, there's enough reinforcements on that right side to the point where you're going to be able to make a stop. Now, we're also going to run into the left here, so I'm just going to show you. So we're just going to go. We're going to audible into 4-6 bear. And we're just going to press, and then we're going to slant our defensive line inside. Then we're going to use the safety. We're going to blitz him so that we get better animations. And as you can see, that is one of the reasons why you click off, because I really whiffed right there. I would have dropped him for a loss in the backfield, but unfortunately, I was not able to do that. Now, we're going to run against this halfback lead dive. Now, it's a bit more complicated shooting the gap here, but you are still able to do it. And I forgot to audible. I mean, that's a big thing here. You have to remember to audible, because if you do not audible, then you will not get the speed package at a 4-6 bear, which is the run defense. So here we go. And that's the setup. And as you can see here, when we run the ball, now it's a bit harder because the defensive line is slant inside. So because of that, the offensive line is more compressed, but you still will be able to go and shoot that gap pretty well. I'm just going to do one more time for you guys right here. And we're just going to go to the left here. And as you can see, I mean, we're able to shoot the gap pretty well, but luckily a guy gets free right there to Route Ledmans, and he does drop him for a loss. So now, guys, we're going to move on into the strong close outside zone. All right, guys, so here we go. We are coming out in the strong close outside zone here. Now, automatically, if I know this is strong close outside zone, it's going to be a run to the right. So we're just going to run this. And as you can see, and I just messed up with the click off again. I got to really work on that. That's probably the biggest thing about this defense that's going to be the hardest to adjust here, is that you have to click off, unless obviously you've done it before. And I think most good Madden players done it before. So here we go. We're just going to run this play. As you can see, you'll be able to shoot the gap, and I actually had a really good click off right there because of that drop for a loss of 2 or 3. It's honestly really simple. Now, I believe there's also an inside run. We're going to run this out of zone weak. So here we go. And I forgot to audible once again. I mean, that's a part that can be really overlooked, and it's a big thing because if you do not audible, you will not get into 4-6 bear, and you will not get the speed package, which is really huge. So we're going to run an inside run right here. And as you can see, I clicked off. Now, unfortunately, there was a lot of offensive line there, but that basically caused me to get held up. But I mean, it's going to take a bit of time here to get used to this, which, I mean, you know, I mean, everything does really in Madden. So here we go. We're just going to run this play. Very, very simple. And we're just going to see here. Can I loop the outside? See, I can't loop the outside, but there was a guy right there. He only got about a yard. So this is more effective against the stretch. I will come out and say that, you know, gladly. It is more effective against the stretch. However, it can also stop the inside runs because of the fact that your offensive line is going to be slanted inside. So you're going to have a lot of guys there. So now, guys, we're going to be moving on to some shotgun runs. All right, guys, so here we go. This is against inside zone out of the gun trips tight end formation. And this is a very popular run because because you do have 3 wide receivers to run side, so to one side. So if you can bounce it out, you will get some pretty solid yardage. So as you can see here, we're just lined up here in the same defense. So we're just going to run this inside zone. Now he does go straight up the middle, and that does kind of kill us. But regardless, you should still be able to get a pretty good stop on this play. So we're just going to audible to 4-6 bear right here. Now keep in mind, guys, no run defense is perfect. I mean, that's pretty much with anything at this point. Like, no defense is perfect, but unfortunately, we were not able to shoot the gap there. We got picked up at the last second. Now we're also going to try to get the counter too, because counter runs I've seen are actually not too bad this year. So here we go. Just got an audible right here. Keep in mind, guys, all the steps will be in the description if you guys need it. So here we go. Counter, and as you can see, I did not really play that too well, and because of that, he will get a touchdown. But I mean, if you could play the counter right, guys, it's honestly going to make all the difference. So now, guys, we're going to move on to one final run out of shotgun. All right, guys, so here we go. Now the final shotgun run we are going to be going with today is going to be gun Trey Y flex, the outside zone play. Once again, here we're just going to audible really quickly. It's just a super simple setup, and we know that he's going to be running to the left because out of gun Trey Y flex, you cannot switch the run to one side. So here we go. We're able to shoot that gap, and he gets dropped for about a 4-yard loss. It's honestly really simple once you get it down. Now we're going to move on finally to an inside run. Just going to show you guys the effects of that. An inside run, I will admit, is a bit harder to do, but, you know, if I can lab a little bit more, I should be able to get an answer for an inside run as well. Now, as you can see, we're actually very lucky because Stephon Tuitt did end up getting free. That will happen sometimes, and honestly, it's really good when it happens because it plays well to your advantage. So here we go. Just going to run one more right here. And as you can see, Stephon Tuitt once again was able to get pretty free on that play, and he only gets about 3 yards. So, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this run defense. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave it down in the comments. I will try my best to answer all your questions. And, guys, take care. Most importantly, stay classy.